Hey guys, so just doing a quick video. I had to replace, or actually I added another layer of this satin black PPF film on this door. I attempted to ceramic coat this PPF a couple of weeks ago, and so I ceramic coated the front door, this door, the quarter panel, this edge of the rear bar, and this extra piece there. However, while I was ceramic coating, I had a phone call from a customer, and I ended up being on that phone call for a very long time, and so I could not level out or wipe the coating off properly or successfully, so it was left with pretty bad high spots. The front door's got high spots. It's not too bad. This door had pretty bad high spots. The quarter panel has really bad high spots, so I do have to address that as well. I'll insert a picture of what it looks like in direct sunlight. It's more noticeable, but if you look close enough, don't know if the camera will pick this up, you can actually see where the ceramic coating applicator pad, all the marks, all over the, all stuck on the film. Thing with satin black or any satin film or matte film, you can't polish it. I've tried tar remover, I've tried alcohol, I've tried other chemicals as well, just to see if it'll help remove it, but none of them seem to work. I even tried polishing it, cut and polishing it. It still didn't come off, but it made the film more shinier, which is not what you want with a satin finish or matte finish film. So what I actually ended up doing, my first initial thought was to remove the whole film and just replace it with another satin black. But then I thought, well, it's a waste of film for starters. The film's still, in good condition. There's no stone chips or nothing on it. I did do a test by putting clear matte film on top of this satin black PPF, and it worked. It actually helps to hide all those high spot marks. The only thing was, if you do have like little contamination lumps under the film, or even just paint defect lumps under the film, or what we call dust nibs in the paint industry, they may appear as white marks or white spots. So in the end, I just actually used the satin black film, and I actually put it on top of this door panel. I'll show you exactly what I did. Yeah, so this PPF film is wrapped obviously this way, so it's underneath this rubber. So you do remove the rubber and replace it. It's wrapped under the door. It's wrapped obviously all in here. But what I did do is I stopped right on so I tucked the film in, used the blade, cut it all the way through. Reason being is I've never been able to remove these Toyota molds without bending them or breaking them, in other words. And these ones are 240 Australian dollars each. Brand new from Lexus, so it's pretty expensive. So if I can avoid that, I will. I mean, it's my own personal car anyway. What I did was I got a blade. So if we pretend that this is the original film that was on there, you trim with a blade, obviously, if you're a PPF or vinyl installer, about 1 mil to 2 mils on the edge of that right there. And you can actually see, if I dig my nail in, you'll actually see the edge of where the film underneath is right there. But it's only really more noticeable when you dig your nail in. So if you look down here, it doesn't look like anything's under there. It's all flush, it's all nice. And unless you really want to look for it, you will find it. Or if you're a PPF or vinyl installer, you will know, you'll find it. But for the average person, you will not be able to tell, because it's on the edge. So yeah, so you want to do that, trim it there. Don't trim up here, leave it as is. So how it's tucked underneath this mold, the original film. So you want to just cut it right there out, and then 1 to 2 mil, or as close as you can on that edge, all the way down. The same here, as close as you can to that edge, all the way up here, close as you can to that edge. Oh yeah, so I did, obviously you do have to remove the handle to put another film on top. So I did that as well. I removed the handle. And then you would install your PPF. So you would trim it, remove all the excess film, all the film that's wrapped in originally, you'd remove all that. And then you would install your new piece. as normal. So you just saw your new piece, trim it about 1 centimeter or 10 mil, wrap it in. Now I have double the protection. I've got 2 layers of satin black PPF here. So if there is a stone chip or a scratch, hopefully it only goes through 1 layer. Yeah, so this, but anyway, all I'm trying to say is instead of removing the whole piece of film, as long as that piece of film is in good condition, there's no stone chips, there's no scratches, even if it has contamination, so embedded contamination, you can clay bar it or you can polish it as well, just to flatten it as much as possible. And then, you know, IPA, alcohol, and install your film. Yeah, pretty much. You would get a torch, like a light, you know, a blow torch, a jet torch. You just want to kiss the film with a flame. I did that all around. That way the bond is very strong because the film is hydrophobic. The film doesn't really like anything sticking to it. That's how it's designed. So, because it's, you know, it's self-cleaning, it's hydrophobic. So when you kiss the film with a torch or a flame, it actually disables the coating or disables the hydrophobics. I'm not sure how, you know, how much of this is going to make sense to most of you out there, but most, yeah, PPF and vinyl wrappers will sort of understand what I'm talking about. And yeah, that's your finished product. So I'm pretty happy with it. So you can see here, I've wrapped it all in, well, it's as tidily as I can. Anyway, that's just a quick video, just explaining on what you can do in this situation. As I said, satin black, any matte films, you can't necessarily cut and polish it. It will most likely ruin the finish, become patchy or glossy. So the only other thing is you put a matte film straight on top, a clear matte film, or you just use the exact same film and put that on top of your existing film. If you don't have to remove the original film that was on there, like I did, then don't remove it. It's just extra protection at the end of the day. So yeah, hope that helps. Thank you.